and was an old draft superseded by the more recent instructions. Her voice was tight, a bead of sweat forming on her temple. Funny, I continued, pulling a crisp-bound legal document from my clutch bag. David, seated next to me, took out his own copies, distributing them to bewildered family members. Because our lawyer, Mr. Thompson, and a forensic handwriting expert disagree. This, I held up the document for everyone to see, is Grandpa Arthur's actual, final will, officially filed and notarized just before his passing. It clearly outlines David's 40%, Brenda's 40%, and a 20% endowment to the Springwood Historical Society. It also details an irrevocable trust for the society that you, Eleanor, have completely ignored. Brenda's face went white. Eleanor's eyes were wide with panic, darting around the room at the horrified faces. And this, David added, his voice firm as he held up printouts, are the bank statements and a report from a forensic accountant proving you and Brenda drained over $300,000 from Grandpa Arthur's discretionary fund using a forged power of attorney. Funds that were meant to be used for his palliative care and minor expenses, not a new Mercedes and kitchen renovations. The room erupted. Uncle Robert, a retired judge, stood up, his face red with fury. Eleanor, what have you done? A cousin started crying. Eleanor stammered, it's a lie, she's a liar, a gold digger, but her voice was cracking, her carefully constructed facade crumbling. 2 days later, Eleanor and Brenda were officially served with a lawsuit for fraud, elder abuse, and theft. The family lawyer, realizing the depth of the deception, immediately resigned. David and I worked closely with Mr. Thompson. The legal battle was messy, but with irrefutable evidence, the true will, the forged signatures, the financial paper trail, and David's detailed logs of his time with Grandpa Arthur, Eleanor and Brenda didn't stand a chance. The media, catching wind of the wealthy family inheritance scandal, made sure their public humiliation was complete. Today, David and I live comfortably, free from the shadow of Eleanor's toxicity. Our portion of the inheritance allowed David to leave his stressful corporate job and start a small business restoring antique furniture, something he truly loves. We also became active board members of the Springwood Historical Society, ensuring Grandpa Arthur's true legacy is honored. Eleanor and Brenda, meanwhile, lost everything. Not only did they have to return all the stolen money, but they were also slapped with hefty fines and lost their social standing. Brenda had to sell her new condo and Mercedes, and Eleanor's opulent kitchen, I hear, remains half-renovated, a constant reminder of her greed. They're still facing potential jail time, but the best part, they are completely shunned by the very society they tried so hard to impress. And every Christmas, David and I toast to Grandpa Arthur's enduring wisdom, miles away from the mess they created, finally at peace.